I don't know where I am exactly, but I think this is the space between. Like for some reason the real world is blocked off.
Ravaged.
Oh, hello.
The real world is ravaged, Doctor.
By the storms, the floods, tsunamis.
By itself. The real world is ravaged by itself.
And their safe space is all that's left.
You never even knew this world, and yet you cast judgment.
I didn't have to know this world. I knew them. What are you?
I am the Lurker. That is what they would call me. If they had the sense to prescribe a name.
Of course, the troll in the comments. You're not the troll who decided to comment. You're just the comment.
A thought, powerful enough to form its own personality. Impressive, don't you think? Come on, be a little proud of me. I found those words in your mind. You don't understand them, but you know how they make you feel.
I didn't consent to you rifling through my memories.
I don't need consent! All I need is belief. You believed that I could enter your memories, and so I did.
Oh, that is clever. And awful.
Thank you so much to the organizers for having me here tonight, and thanks to all of you for coming. I'm aware that you've all got a lot on at this time of year, so it means a lot that you've seen the light, and unlike most of the population, realize that the survival of humanity is more important than Christmas shopping.
You never did tell me how you got these seats.
Because we've all got to prepare, and we've got to do it quickly. A mighty wave is coming, one that will wipe out anyone who isn't prepared. Some people call it the singularity. Others, myself included, call it the end. A moment of exponential acceleration for artificial superintelligence. That's the technical description of it. Though, forgive me for finding that a bit cold. Because what's really going on is that a real thinking AI, for the first time in known history, is waking up. And once it starts waking up, here's the scary news, it's never going to stop. It will just endlessly find ways to perfect itself, to become increasingly more intelligent at every waking moment, and we don't even know what that means. What that sort of intelligence looks like. It could be, as it seems to us right now, the greatest existential threat we've ever faced. Greater than climate change, greater than terrorism, greater than nuclear war. And no one knows what to do about it. Well, I don't know about you lot, but my old dad always used to say, if you can't beat them, join them. So that's exactly what we need to do.
And Horace Dunter, who previously was in your employ for several months, who never joined you on a hunt, suddenly just decides to tag along.
Horace didn't show much interest until one of the civilians told us what the blood drinker he saw looked like.
For the record, let it be known Mr. Dunter is making a gesture of 2 large breasts on his chest, once again displaying incredible immaturity.
I'd say smaller, about this big.
Mr. Ashman?
They could have been bigger.
Was there some bewitchment going on with these accursed and their cursed breasts? What great importance, pray tell me, does the size of their breast have to do with the incident?
I don't suppose they do.
So I propose from here on out, there be absolutely no mention whatsoever of any breasts unless they have substantive import moving forward.
Yeah.
But your religion is based entirely around the life and teachings of the Sky-Hearted. How can you justify forcing them out of their cliff homes, taking them for yourself?
The Sky-Hearted are a conduit through which the true life's teachings come to us. But we are the heirs of the sky. We will give ourselves wings. We'll fly to the glory of the suns. We will celebrate the seasons.
You'll force the Sky-Hearted out of their cliff city? The last cliff city?
We are the heirs of the sky.
But they'll die. Don't you care?
Their time is past. Our time is now, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, not quite nothing. There's the pendant around my neck.
You're threatening me with a necklace?
The humanoids are a remarkable species, and have welcomed us into their pack with open arms. Their behavior is strange thus far, but friendly. We have been invited to partake in a ritual named a stag do. As I understand it, it is a time for men to celebrate the beginning of a lifelong monogamous relationship with a female by courting other females in an establishment called a nightclub. It turns out these bags contain an illegal substance. X49FG has been abducted by the authorities, so I've ordered for a distress signal to be sent back home. I'm unsure why he was targeted and not us. The humanoid mating ritual was fascinating and seemed to follow a rub your genitalia against her and ask questions later methodology. Whilst pleasurable, partaking in this ritual with someone of the same sex gave us some strange looks. At first, I thought they were incredibly dehydrated, but it seems they don't drink to quench thirst, but rather for pleasure. I believe the technical term is swatting yourself. The powder has certainly helped to reduce my fatigue, but I don't feel quite myself. I'm going to find X60FG and tell him how much I love him. He's a really good guy. Such a great guy. Oh, shit. This human's not for me. Not for me.